terribly new. What I meant was that I hope we can distinguish between, we don't need literature in this context, because there can be original screenplays. So much the better. It is not taken off from some story or something that you've read. Often we use the word adaptation. I would prefer the word, it's not adapting, it is adjusting. You are adjusting to the written text, and it is director's responsibility to take out the hidden cinematic possibilities that exist in a text. Unless that happens, cinema hasn't happened. A lot of other things have happened. We are pleased to come out of the theatre and recollect some of the sequences and the chapters that we remember from Pather Panchali. But think about it, what Satyajit Ray does to Nastani, the short story in Charulata. Think about what he does with Pather Panchali when he is changing. If you are sensitively looking at the first of the trilogy of Apu trilogy, you will realize he shifts attention from Apu to Durga. Now that shifting is the cinematic possibility, which gets realized only because you are not either looking at Apu or Durga or the narrative that is going on. You are experiencing the space that surrounds Durga and Apu. You are experiencing that little kitten moving around. You are experiencing a little tussle that is going on between the things that are happening all around. So what counts in cinema, I like to say, is not the fact that there is a narration. What counts in cinema is that there is so much going on around narration, which is the atmosphere of the film. And that is realized and actualized not by following the text faithfully. There is nothing faithful about following the text, but by realizing the cinematic potentiality that exists in a spoken or a written word. If the script writing becomes more and more, quote unquote, originally driven text, then it is a very good idea to have them as genres of literature. But more a little later. One more point I wanted to make and start. Where literature and cinema coincides most fruitfully and significantly, we have experienced that in 20th century. Think about literatures of the, of the unconscious, quote unquote. Proust, Joyce, and Virginia Woolf. You have a narrative here which is non-linear. Cinema, by definition, is non-linear. When it tries to be linear, it bores you to death, actually. Now, when I say that, of course, cinema is very elitist. Let us face it. And let's use the word entertainment a little more playfully. The word entertainment doesn't refer to five senses. It refers to manoranjan. It's only when the mind is entertained, it's done its job. When cinema does that, and it requires, sorry to be saying that, a cultivated sensibility. That doesn't cancel out the audiences, but that enriches the idea of an audience. You have to, just as you learn to respond to oral traditions of Ramayana and Mahabharata, you learn to respond to the subtle texts of writers from all over the world, you have to go through the Agni Pariksha of learning how to recognize a good cinema. No problem.